We endorse Bernie is trending on Twitter, and I don't even have that in my notes, but I got a chance to participate in that, and you know what? It felt pretty good. It really. Let's be real. Everybody has a favored candidate, um, or or maybe not. Maybe you're not going to participate in this election. Maybe you think the intellectual thing to do is to not participate in this election because of whatever, because of all political parties representing the military industrial complex, representing neoliberal economic paradigm, the neoliberal economic paradigm, or perhaps you think that either party or because there's no black person running that they both represent white supremacy. I don't really care about all that. What I care about is that there is somebody running in this election that I think represents my values. And so I had a chance to participate in the contributing to the trending of We Endorse Bernie. One of the things, the observations that I think is really something to that's worthwhile talking about, right? Side note, let me go tangentially. I'm going to give the news as I see it, even if it's not pro Bernie news, even if it actually is pro Hillary news or pro Martin O'Malley news, or hell, let's say one day a Republican manages to do the right thing, I may even say something good about them. Now, that disclaimer notwithstanding, the thing that I liked most about the We Are Bernie, not We Are Bernie, but We Endorse Bernie hashtag, is that the truth of the matter is, who is really sitting around waiting on a newspaper endorsement anymore or a television network endorsement anymore, right? I know it's a big deal for the Des Moines Register to decide, okay, we're going to endorse Bernie Sanders, or they endorsed Hillary Clinton. I know it's a big deal if people want to know who the New York Times is going to endorse, but in reality, it's only a big deal for those organizations and people who are more loyal to those organizations than they are truth, justice, and what's best for democracy, right? Because in reality, nobody is sitting around wondering, man, I'm really going to make my decision based on what the New York Times, who they endorse. Now, let's not get it twisted. I think any candidate would be elated to get an endorsement from any organization, right? Whether it be a media outlet, whether it be a union, whoever, whatever, however, endorsements are nice to have. But what's more important is to have the endorsement of the people. And that's what you see happening on social media. You see really with the democratization of media in general, meaning that there are no longer, even though it's kind of, this is an interesting observation that someone should do a study on. We have the consolidation of media outlets, and at the same time, we have such an open opportunity for media to be democratized. So at the same time, you have like 5 major corporations that own all of the major news outlets, and those endorsements are pretty much bought and sold to whichever candidate is going to represent their best interest the most. At the same time, you have so many, countless, like I can't even tell you how many small media outlets there are, online news, video, blogs, different organizations that really control the pulse of the grassroots part of America. And control is the wrong word, but they really represent the grassroots. And so really, if you want to know what matters most, it's not who the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the Washington Post, it's not who they endorse. It's really who these small organizations that people really do listen to and they interact with, who do they endorse? So we endorse Bernie. I think it was pretty cool. I think it may have peaked out at number 3 globally. I don't have that stat. I think I caught it when it was at number 4 and it was still trending upwards. And then some other news came in, and I think it started trending downwards. So hashtag We Endorse Bernie. Tell them why. And if you don't, tell them why. Just hashtag We Endorse Bernie. So anyway, that was for free. That was not on my list of things to talk about tonight. I really want to talk about a lot of things.